Hey there, planetary kin. So today is the last day in the cycle of the hand. And the hand has been the cycle of healing. It's also been the cycle of accomplishment. It's been the cycle where there's been a lot going on very quickly. So yeah, there can have been feelings of overwhelm. Today is called Blue Cosmic Storm, guided by the night. So it's the final transcendence of healing, which is the capacity to be guided to feel into what is underneath everything and to allow things to open in the unconscious realms, in that we don't see, that's hidden, that we've wanted to put a lid on, and it's somehow allowed all of that to just generate more energy, and in the chaos of so much going on, which leads to healing, which is interesting that today, Cosmic Storm, is the last day in the cycle of the hand of healing. So accomplishment, healing, when we're going at a million miles per hour to accomplish a lot, it generates lots of energy, and that energy then is the catalyst for our own healing. And in that, our own infiniteness. So I was just talking to a dear friend today, and he's saying, I'm infinite. And it really got me to question. It's like, okay, so where do I make myself finite? Where do I close myself in? And how can I allow myself to be all that consciousness can be when I detach from the identification of who I am and what my mind tells me that I am, so that it can just become a clean slate and be open to the infinite nature of consciousness doing us. So that's what I get on today, this blue cosmic storm. And because in the last days I haven't done too much around the days, because I've been very focused on finishing this year's 13 moon synchronometer. This is last year's. It was a blue spectral storm year, and that ends on July 25th, 2017. So the next book is nearly ready to go to the print. So hence I've been busily focusing on that and not so much doing the daily vids. So I'm giving you a little bit of a longer vid today. So just, recapping that hand cycle that we've been in. The hand is kind of like, the story of the turtle and the hare. And the hare is the hand. It's busy. It's got a lot to do, and it gets lost in many places and many things, and this thing and that thing and the other thing and the other thing. And generally, it's generating a lot of energy, and that energy can be channeled towards our own healing. So tomorrow, which is Sunday, the 2nd of July, we begin a brand new cycle of 13 days of the yellow sun. So always, and here in New Zealand, like it's super storm, it's so much rain. There's floods like I haven't seen, in the years that I've been back here, before I was living in Bali so much. I hadn't seen rain like this. This rain is intense, and we have a little ford that we drive our cars through, and there's no way we can get out of here in our cars. So it's kind of nice. It's very internal, but it's stormy and it's intense and it's wild. But always, tomorrow we begin the cycle of the sun, and always the day before a sun day, and that tomorrow's Sunday actually falls on a Sunday, which is wonderful. So on the day before the Sunday is always a storm day, so it always goes in that order. And the storm generates lots and lots of energy, and it's freewheeling energy. It's not defined, it's not closed down, it's freewheeling energy. And it's always before the point of enlightenment or the sun comes this intense storm, because that's the energy that is generated, that is needed in order to pass through the eye of the needle into the sun. So tomorrow we begin the yellow sun cycle, and the sun is enlightenment. The sun is, it's all about, hold on, I just get rid of that thing from the camera. It's all about shining our lights, shining independently, the in deep end dance with self, giving love to self. The opposite of the sun is the dog, which is, it was unconditional love, and this is unconditional light. This is when all that love that goes into the outer comes into the inner. And so it's the cycle of the sun, the cycle of enlightenment, the cycle of enlightenment, which is to bring the light inside and give attention to self, sovereignty, independence, these things. So I don't know too much what to say about that. I mean, you know, we can have all our ideas about it, but then we have the experience of it, and then that's what reveals and teaches us. So based on past experience, the cycle of enlightenment and knowing people that are born in that cycle, you know, it's independent, it's shiny, it's bright, it's not reliant on any others. So that'll be the learning of the next 13 days. So Sunday will be the, you know, the reception, the spiritual reception, the magnetism. It's called the yellow magnetic sun tomorrow, the magnetism of light, of our independence, of our sovereignty. The Monday will be a red lunar dragon, and that'll be, you know, grounding that light into this physical reality. And generally that happens through nurturing, through exploring what it is, and the natural response ability, the ability to respond and nurture the physical plane in order to house that light, and to explore what expands this body to house more and more light. So that'll be Monday. Tuesday will be called, let me just put it up here on my little machine. Tuesday will be called White Electric Wind, and that'll be guided by the World Bridger. So here's the magnetic sun. This is the cosmic storm here, the magnetic sun, lunar dragon, and then activated with the white electric wind, guided by the World Bridger. So that'll be the activation on the sense plane through communication, World Bridger, many different worlds, to bridge many different worlds, to explore what it is to anchor the light into our bodies. And then the white energy is receptive. The yellow energy, like the sun, is projective, masculine. The white energy is receptive. So it's receiving, it's having a very surrendered sense body that then communicates, becomes a communicator, like a singing, dancing kind of, you know, feeling who is our, who do we connect with, who does Spirit lead us to connect with in order to create more and more light. So it's going to be a bridging day, a communicating day, a creative day, being a hollow bamboo and allowing more and more light in. We shall see what that is. On the day 4, which will be, so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, will be self-existing night, guided by the storm. And always on the 4-day, the guide is always whatever was on the 13th day of the last cycle storm. So 4 night will be our capacity to go into the unconscious mind and transform any ideas of lack, so that we can transform the ideas of lack and allow our mind to be opened to the abundant energy of allowing the light, of allowing more and more light. It's all about light for 13 days. So anyway, I'm going to finish it there, and I might do these videos every 4 days at the moment, because I'm at the end of making my book. So if I just do a whole lot at once, then that gives me 4 days to just focus and get this book to print. So yeah, apologies for not being there the last days too much, and this is to get this book underway, and it's a pleasure to talk to you and to share my passion for this evolving consciousness that is occurring through us every day. It's a pretty potent and magical system. I'm always blown out that the whole world isn't following it yet, because it reveals to us what's actually occurring. At least it's been that for me for 22 years, so daily. So I encourage us all to get further into it, and yeah, be ready for the book to come. Go onto my website, timewaves.org. It's all down there. Order the book. If there's any bookstores near you that you think would like to stock them, feel free to send me a message. And I think I'm going to take a wee page out of my dear brother Mark Bentley's book, and give out free sessions once every Wavespell. So I'm going to put everyone's name in a hat and give out a session. Everyone that's a subscriber here, and give out a session at the end of the Sun Wavespell. So the more people that are subscribing, the more people to choose from, and maybe it'll be you. So blessed be in Lakesh, I am another yourself, with a very strong passion for the Mayan Dreamspell Calendar and the evolution of days. So blessed be. Talk to you again soon. In Lakesh.